this is Small Faith. Welcome you back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you stick around and join our little community we're building. It's a little, but we're gonna get there. You know, we're gonna get there. I have faith in my people, bringing other people along on this little adventure we're going on. And if you guys have been sticking around with me, I so appreciate it. Thank you all for the support. So, I have not done any videos. I have not posted anything. Maybe about a couple of weeks. I was supposed to have things to edit and all that stuff, but have you guys been keeping up with the SHANQUELLA Robinson case, the murder case? I have, and I've been on that situation, at that case, for past 2 weeks, and I've just been enthralled in it. It's just been like trying to figure out everything that's going on. We all want to know why and how can this have happened. It's just crazy. I'm probably sure there's people who, for whatever reason, have not heard about the SHANQUELLA Robinson case. I don't know how you haven't. It's all over YouTube, if you know. But in the off chance that somebody hasn't, I'm going to do a little recap. SHANQUELLA Robinson, God rest her soul, was a 25-year-old Black, beautiful American girl from North Carolina who was viciously murdered on a trip to San Jose, Cabo, Mexico. She went to Mexico. I think they wanted to celebrate another one of the people that traveled with her birthday. They left on October 28th, and October 29th, her mother found out she had died. So within 24 hours, this girl went to Mexico and her life was snuffed out. But the mother did interviews. She did interviews, and she said, well, she spoke to SHANQUELLA on the 28th, the day that she arrived. So she spoke to her. She said SHANQUELLA was a good spirit. She was happy. She was about to eat, have dinner. She said SHANQUELLA said that they had hired a chef to come and cook for the group, and they're getting ready to go eat. So the mother, okay, honey, that's great. And she's like, okay, that's nice. Have fun. I'll talk to you later. I love you. Call me. And, what a mother would do, So Khalil Cook is her best friend. So the best friend calls the mother and says, okay, well, SHANQUELLA is not feeling well. We think she had too much to drink, right? We think she has alcohol poisoning. And so the mother's like, what? And I guess, she's talking to him, and she's like, okay, well, keep me updated. And he says, well, SHANQUELLA's resting, and she's just resting right now. So the mother said, okay, keep me updated. So the mother said later on that night, she got another call from Khalil. Now she's being told that her daughter has died. I can't even imagine. I cannot even imagine. And I just have to say sending my condolences out to the family. This is absolutely tragic. Like this story has hit me. It's touched me. It's touched a lot of people, because we can all relate to, all the stuff, as you're going to hear that can possibly happen. Like, it's absolutely crazy. I feel so sorry for the mother and the father. Every time he spoke, he's just tearing up, and it's just like, oh my gosh, it brought me to tears. It's like, I can't. She was a beautiful girl, young, vibrant, only 25 years old. And it's just like, how this is we going on to the holidays. I can't even imagine. Like, Khalil had visited the mother more than one occasion. The mother said Khalil came, and he kept, she wanted to know what happened. She asked him, and he kept back and forth with he kept coming back and forth. So he told her the story. He kept the story with the alcohol poisoning and whatnot. The mother, I think she said she knew something was not right. She knew. I think since she got that call in Mexico, she knew something was not right. Mother's instincts, okay? Mother's instincts. And that is a powerful, powerful thing. Trust me, I'm a mother. That's a very powerful thing. And so she said he kept coming back, you know, he kept coming back. And at one point he bought two of the girls that was also on the trip. And who was, one name was Winter Donovan, the other one was Dejanay Jackson. And I'll get into those two. So he bought them, and I guess they corroborated his story, and they said the same thing: alcohol poisoning, alcohol poisoning. Shanquella's sister was also at the house when Dejanay and Winter came, and the sister was like, well, I heard something about a fight happening. Is that true? So they stuck to the, no, there was no fight. There was no fight. It was, she had alcohol poisoning. So the mother was like, oh, well, you know, okay. At that point, they didn't know anything about the video. So the mother had gotten a phone call about the fight. So that's why they questioned the girls. So then there's this video that came out showing the fight that happened. And that's when the mother realized, whoa, there was no alcohol poisoning. Something is definitely wrong. This was not a fight. This was an attack. She sees, and the world is beginning to see, her daughter being attacked in this video. And I saw the video. And it was just, it's vicious. It was just a vicious, vicious thing. I was like, what did I just see? What's going on here? What just happened here? So that was the first. I'm just saying that's just like the first time I saw it. So then, you know, people started talking about this more, and I looked at the video again. And, you know, my little curiosity self, you know, started like, okay, let me see what's really going on here. Let me try to see what's really going on here. Because like I said, it's a short video, maybe like 8 seconds or so. But you can still tell a lot, okay, if you really, really, you know, if you're as nosy as I am. You can tell a lot, okay? So I wanted to know, because what I just saw, I was like, no way, why? Right away, I'm like, why? Why would anybody, what provoked this girl to attack this other girl like that? And then what I also noticed that the girl wasn't fighting back. And then at first, when I'm looking at the video, I was like, yeah, why doesn't she? When I heard the guy say, can you at least fight back? I'm like, why isn't she fighting back? Like, what's going on here? I would fight back. I would be like, what? But then, like I said, I looked at the video again, and I looked at a few things that stuck out to me in the video. They rented a luxurious villa. So I'm like, you're in Mexico, Cabo at that. You're in a beautiful villa. Why are you fighting? Why are they fighting? Because at first, you know, you're thinking, okay, this is a fight. Why is there even an altercation like this even happening? Like, I didn't understand. And I don't think anybody really understands. We still don't know why. We don't know why. But apparently, as of Monday, the 28th, Dejanay has been arrested. So we're going to get more answers now because she's been arrested. So now we're going to be able to hopefully find out the why. How did this even start? Like, what prompted all this? So, yeah, so they went on the trip to Cabo, and six people, it was 7 of them, including Shanquella. So 6 people that went was Khalil Cook, which I said was the so-called best friend. Malik Dyer, which we haven't really heard much about him. Okay, so I don't know much about him. Winter Donovan, she's one of the girls that went to the mama's house. She's also, I'm hearing that she has something to do with the attack. That somehow she may have given Shanquella the fatal blow that killed her. I don't know. There's supposed to be a second video that shows that. I haven't seen it. Also, we know that there are very talented people on YouTube. They do a lot of things, okay? But I have seen content creators, influencers, YouTube investigators, as I call them, really go after this story, and they've been on it. Now, some have been given a few, some things like, I'm like, yeah, you guys a little, okay, you're kind of pushing it a little bit, but they've really been on it. And that's how I've been able to get a lot of my information. I'm like, wow. The mother has been trying to get this story out, and this story was not on mainstream media for a long time. And it's because of YouTube investigators, and because of Twitter, and because of social media is what brought this story to life, that gave the mother a chance to get her child's story out there. Because, you know, CBS, ABC, and all that, they weren't picking this up. You know how they do us. You know, young black girl dies. Oh, yeah, they're like, yeah, okay, and, you know. So, because of social media, everybody's really been on top of this story, and it's been great. It's been great, and I'm so grateful for that. Because, yes, a young black girl was murdered. We hear stories all the time. This happens all the time. And I'm not trying to trivialize anybody else's story. But I'm glad that this gained traction. You know, so maybe next time something happens, we're going to be on it. The YouTube investigator is going to be on it. Twitter, whoever, everybody's going to be on it. So this nonsense about, oh, you see a Caucasian girl get murdered, it's all over the news. It's all over the news. But a black girl, a black boy gets murdered. It's like, okay. Anything else? You know? Now, Elise Hyatt, she's like the wild card here. Because I don't even know if SHANQUELLA knew this girl. From what I've found out or what I've heard is that Elise was like the last person. She was like an add-on to the trip. The trip was already planned or whatever. At the last moment, I mean at the last moment, the day of the trip, as they were leaving, she was invited to the trip. Her sister was killed, and she decided to go on the trip. I guess somebody invited her. I don't know who invited her. And she went. She went on the trip. I have no idea how. I have no idea why. It just baffles the mind. Who does that? Your sister was killed, and you just jump. Anyway. So I don't know if SHANQUELLA knew her. And then there is Desiree Jackson, of course. She's the wildebeest that we saw pounding on her in the video. And the one that possibly killed her. I don't know if it's between her or Winter or both of them. And then there's Nazir Wiggins. He has been seen on social media. He did a live on social media trying to clear his name, trying to say that he wasn't there. He came the next day, and all this stuff. But there's been evidence that his plane, yes, he might have got there the next day, but his plane arrived early enough for him to have been able to get to the villa and either walk in on what happened or something. He knew something, so he's up here pleading his innocence is innocent. So if you're so doggone innocent, why you didn't go to the feds? Like, if you're so innocent, why are you running like a bunch of spineless snakes, just, you know, sniffling on? You're not innocent. You're not innocent. You knew something, and you decided, you chose to keep your mouth shut. So nobody wants to hear anything about whether you're innocent or not. If you are, nobody cares. Because you did nothing. You did nothing. This is a human being. It's supposed to be your so-called whatever. You're nobody's friend. You know what I'm saying? What if that was your sister? What if that was your mother? That's what you do? That's what you do to somebody? Like, your loyalty was to these other two girls? So then SHANQUELLA didn't meant absolutely nothing to you, but you want to talk about, oh, you stroked her head. You said SHANQUELLA, oh, because we had so much to do. Whatever the hell you were talking about. Nobody cares. Nobody believes you. I don't hope they round your behind up too as an accessory to murder, as the rest of them. Nobody was questioned. For a long time, nobody was questioned. Nobody was detained. Nobody was arrested until now. And this was like a month. This happened a month. So I don't know. I guess they try to get it. They had to get all their, stuff together. But I've seen reports of other things happening, and every day you were updated on stuff, okay? Every day we were updated on things. So whatever. Anyway, like I said, you know how they do us. That mother's intuition. That mother's intuition. I told you, that's a very strong thing. You don't mess with a mother's intuition. So the mother knew something was wrong. Okay, they talk about, oh, she was drinking and all that. And even if that was true at some point, whatever, our mother knows her child. Her mother knows her child. The story did not sound right from the get. And she knew something was wrong. Like, when that video came out, they didn't know the video was out. One of them sent the video, I guess maybe during the beating, may have sent off the video to somebody, another friend or whatever. And that person, you know, they think it was all funny, whatever, sent off the video to other people or whatever. The way that this girl took Shanquella and was beating on her was all in her head, beating her head, kept the head. I think Shanquella's trying to hold her head. And she kicked her in the head, and at one point she took her and she flung her. Like, I don't know what primate raised this girl, but she went in like a gorilla. You could see it, the movement, woof. Like she was just pounding on this girl. Like, what the heck, man? Like, what could she have possibly done to you? The rage, the anger, the absolute, like, she was enjoying that. What could she have done to you? And she did not fight back. At first I said, why isn't she fighting back? But then I thought about it when I watched that video again. I was like, you know what? Thank God she didn't fight back. Because if she fought back, it would have just been like, oh, they were just fighting, a girl-on-girl fight. But no, it was not a girl-on-girl fight. That's what they wanted. And Shanquella knew this. She was a very smart girl and very brave. She knew what these people were up to. I don't know if they already told her what was going to go down. Because like I said, 8 minutes, something, they were standing side by side. All you heard was, all right. So what the all right was for, I don't know. But all right was not for, okay, I'm going to fight you. Because she clearly said no. When when Khalil asked, why you're not fighting, she said no. We don't know what that all right it was for. And plus, what happened before that? Okay? So this is how I started breaking down that video. And Curl is saying no. She realized what was going on. She sees her BF and everybody else with their phones and they're recording this. She's probably like, these people are going to put me on display. They're going to put me on display. They're going to send this out. And she's has no clothing on. She's completely naked as she's born. That no was no. I'm not going to be a part of this. No, I do not agree with this. No, you're not going to put me on display. I don't want to be a part of this. No to everything. No, I do not agree with this. No, I don't want to fight you. And I'm going to let everybody see if something does happen to me. I said no. I don't want to be a part of this. You are not going to have me in some kind of show to everyone. I'm naked right now. You know what I'm saying? They absolutely, these people are vile. They're absolutely vile. And I hope they round every single one of them up for putting this girl through what they put her through. And I believe that she went through it for hours. So like on the wall, you could see like a sunrise. You know, the sunrise, it was yellow. The wall wasn't like, you know, bright white. It was just something about the wall. It was like a sunrise. For me, I feel like it was early, maybe even earlier than that. Maybe even into maybe when they were getting ready for bed. Because Dejanay was in her hair bonnet and her sleep clothes. And Shanquella was naked. I don't know what Shanquella was. They woke her up during the night, or she was coming out, or she was getting ready for bed. I don't know. There's reports that Shanquella does sleep in the nude or whatever. A lot of people do that. So how long was this going on? Shanquella died at 3 o'clock, 15 minutes after her injury. So something else happened. And like I said, Dejanay, she was still pumped. So I don't know, she went back in and she started, you know, pounding on her again. I don't know what happened, or did Winter come in? And why would you come in on this? She didn't need no assistance. She didn't need your help. I don't understand. The timeline does not make sense. Of course it doesn't make sense because they lied about everything. They lied about everything. The Mexican official lied about everything. I don't even know if they were actually there. On a death certificate, Shanquella died of a severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation. She had a broken neck. Her neck was broken and her spine was cracked. So I have a backache. I get back spasms and I can't move. This girl was paralyzed. The doctor talking about it's Carolina Beatrice, I believe the doctor that came, says she performed 16 CPR sessions along with some other paramedics. I'm sorry, 14 CPR sessions. 14? Do you guys even know what 14 CPR sessions are? Like, I did CPR, this is way back when, a long time ago. And for whatever I can remember, and I have to look it up probably, I believe it's like, if you have one person CPR, you have two people CPR. So one person CPR, I believe it's, how many chest compressions? 30 chest compressions to 2 breaths. So 30 chest compressions. You remember the autopsy. She has a broken spine, you know, a cracked spine and a broken neck. So you up here 14 of these, 14 times of these. So 14 times 30. Listen, ma'am, listen. 2 people would be 15 compressions to 1 breath. So you yourself, because you superwoman, you up here doing 14 of those, 40 sessions of those. Then she gave her 5 doses of adrenaline. Oh my God, I'm done. The 40 sessions was not enough to let you know, you're a doctor, that this girl had already passed on. You now go with 5 doses of adrenaline. 5 doses of adrenaline? Somebody gives you 1 dose, boom, adrenaline into the chest, boom. It wakes you up. It will wake up a giant, I would think, you know? She was a little itty bitty girl. She weighed more than, the father said she didn't weigh more than 120, 125. You can see her on the video, she was little. She was little. 5 doses of adrenaline? I mean, I don't understand. And then this, and 6 electrical shocks. So you really were going for Doctor of the Year. You were trying to bring the dead back. I see. You were trying to create another Frankenstein. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand what you were doing. So her 14 sessions of CPR didn't work. Her 5 doses of adrenaline did not work. I think it should have. And so she decided to give her 6 electrical shocks. You know, electrical shocks, you see it on TV. They get the clear, and they rub it to clear. Boof. 6 of those. Boof. Clear. Boof. 3. Nothing happening. After 3, after 2, nothing. Boof. Boof, boof. 6 times. And that's when you were able to declare her dead at 5:47. So the doctor said she got a call at 2:30 to go over to the villa. She didn't get there until 3:30. So from 3:30 to where she says is 5:47. So almost 3 hours you were working on this girl. Okay. Well, we know that's a lie, because I'm going to believe the autopsy report. I'm going to believe the death certificate. That is official documentation. Now, police report is official documentation also, but autopsy, that is science. They know down to the T what that person ate the night before. They can tell all of this stuff. So I'm going to go with them. Now, if they're wrong, that's messed up. Now, if they lie too, dang, I really don't know what's going on. I'm done. I'm done. I don't know anything that's going on, because this whole situation was just corrupt from the get. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So, yeah. So so you can see how this story had me like baffled, and so I don't know. It's crazy. So apparently now we have somebody, they have Dejanay. And hopefully we're going to get a lot more um, a lot more information. I will hope. We need a lot more information because this stuff is crazy. Absolutely crazy. We're going to get to the nitty gritty. I want to know from the beginning to the end, from when they picked up this broad, what happened. And she better start singing like a canary. I want her to be extradited to Mexico. That's where you committed that murder. Take your butt on over there. Let them deal with you. Okay? Just like how you guys put SHANQUELLA on display and we had her recording and all this stuff. I wanted that. I was hoping for that. Like, they're going to record it. We're going to see them when they go to the airport. We're going to see them when we get off of the airport in Mexico. I was hoping we're going to see something. I'm still hoping because I don't know. I don't really know everything that's going on. I'm just hearing that she's arrested. I really don't know yet. I don't know. Nothing has been corroborated. I really don't know. So I hope so. And I've been talking for a long time. So this story is so crazy, but it's nothing new in a sense. You know, we've seen murders, we've seen cases of betrayal, cases of jealousy. We've seen a whole lot of cases, even though this one kind of hit a little harder because that girl, she didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve that. Not that anybody does, but just the way they did it was just heinous, you know? I have a very small circle of people that I surround myself with. Very small. Okay? Because I believe the more you surround yourself with, the more people, the more problems ensues. And I'm very private. Just because you see people on YouTube or you see people doing things, that's just something that they like to do. It's something I like to do. I love it. I'm learning more, and that's something I like to do. So doesn't mean that I want to have everybody in my business. I'm going to have you guys all in my business. What I choose to show is what I choose to show. What I choose to say is what I choose to say. You know, you have control over what you show people, what you tell people in your life, regardless on YouTube or not. You have in your regular life, you have control in who comes in and who goes out. So SHANQUELLA, I saw a lot of her Instagram, and she was a beautiful girl. She was such a beautiful girl, so full of life. And she was so talented also. Oh my gosh, that girl was talented. She was a hair braider. She braided children's hair, and I saw the pictures. So beautiful. And it's like, that was an angel. That was her gift from God. And she chose children to put a service to. Now, these kids no longer have that person in North Carolina that they go to make them look beautiful, to do their hair so beautiful like she did. And she also was into fashion. She did a little fashion designing. She had a little clothing business. She had a wig or weave business. She was doing her thing. She was doing her thing. Why would you want to? What happened? Is it jealousy? What do you have to be jealous about? You know what I'm saying? What is with this jealousy? If you want that, why don't you go do it? Go and do it. What's stopping you? Like, I don't understand that. She was doing her thing. She was traveling with her family. Don't believe like this was the only vacation she's been on. She's been on better. I've seen it. She's been on vacation after vacation with her family. She's traveled. She's doing her thing. Her business is thriving. She's making money. And so that's what I'm saying. Now if you surround yourself with a lot of people and they're seeing this, they want to now come and they want a piece of that. Like, go get your own. This was her time. Why wasn't it your time? I don't know. Ask God. When is my time? But this was her time. This was her time. Why would you be jealous of something that girl was working hard for? That God gave her the talent to do. And I would never understand that jealousy makes people lose their everlasting mind. Jealousy brings about hatred. It brings about treachery. It will lead you to kill. Like, I don't like people. I don't deal with people too much. I don't. Like, you come around me, trust me, I'm watching you. And I always have. People should never know what's in here, what you're thinking. They can try to think they know you. They can try to think, oh, I got it, I got one up on her. Oh, I'm fooling her. They could try to think that. But I've proven a lot of people wrong when they have thought that. Shanquella, unfortunately, I think she knew a lot of these people in her life wasn't supposed to be there. She should have gotten rid of them a long time ago. And some people have posted from her Twitter account. I don't have Twitter, so I don't know. But I've seen some people post from her Twitter account, and she's like, certain things that she says, she knows who was there for her. And she would say, these people, you know, sometimes your friends are not your friends. She makes put certain things that she would repost, certain things that other people are saying about friendships and people in your life, and she would repost these things. So she knew. She would have instincts of people that were for her, whether friends, families, boyfriends, whoever. She knew. And we all know. That girl, Dejanay, ooh, I couldn't have her. I don't think she just seemed like a very aggressive person. She seemed like she's aggressive in how she talks to you. Like, she will be in your face. Like, certain people I cannot have around me. It's beyond me that people still hold on to people that not supposed to be in your life, but short term. What is that saying? I don't want to mess it up. I think Tyler Perry, got it from Tyler Perry. People come into your life for a reason, season, or a lifetime, something like that. If you guys know the exact quote or whatever, you know, let me know. Protect your protect this. Protect your physical, protect your mental, protect your spiritual, protect your emotional, protect you. It's only one you. She was a sweet girl, her mother said it, and you could tell. Well, she had a good spirit. You could tell. You don't have to know somebody to know they had a good spirit. You know, that's why God decided to take her. She's like, no more, my child. No more. Let's go. I'm not going to let you endure any more of this. You know, so thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you know when I post another video. And if I, find out any more about this situation, we'll see. We'll see if I do another video on this or not. But thank you, and I will see you guys later. Enjoy your day. Later.